Welcome to the PokeJew Time podcast, where we serve you up a cup of hot takes on what's going on in the Pokemon community. Today we have myself, not Shivam.
I'm Yizzy.
I'm Dr. Applesauce.
I'm SuperDuperDani.
DonDiegoTrading.
I'm RealBreakingNate.
Hi guys, I'm Bodangers.
And I am the PokeJew.
So, Yizzy, tell us what we're doing today.
So today what we're going to do is we're going to share our experience at Collecticon. As we know, this is one of the first conventions that they started back after COVID, right? Where a few people can get together, like-minded collectors, and yeah, let's have a good time. For me, my experience was great. Like, I've never got together with like-minded collectors. It's mostly collecting on my own or in my card shop, and I don't know. What about you, Shiv?
I don't know. It's actually been a great experience, like seeing everyone in person, like after seeing everyone on social media for so long. Like, it's been so awesome, honestly. I think it's a great experience. You guys want to tell us about your experiences?
It's my first time at a convention of this magnitude, and I thought it was really well done. I thought everyone had a blast. There were lots of crazy box openings. There were lots of cards and sealed product and toys and all kinds of stuff for sale. And yeah, it's undescribable, really. Like, I had an amazing time. And yeah, you guys on stage, you guys killed it.
Yeah. I think you guys look really not good. Like, you guys have drip.
Yeah.
What is drip?
Yeah. For those of us that are over 30, what is drip? This is a legitimate question. Like, I'm an old man.
What is drip and why must we respect it? Tell us now.
Well, I don't know if you guys know what Danny's wearing today, but she's wearing Tim's. She's wearing these like colorful pants, and honestly, it's like a fresh fit. It's like you walk in and you have like your own unique style, and you own it because it fits your personality. That's drip. Like, you own it. Like, you own it.
I was
like
told
Nate,
I was
that's
dripped
drip,
out
man.
today. Nate is also dripped out.
You really look.
You're dripped out. You're dripped out. You're ready?
What is going on right now?
We're talking a lot about drip here.
Yeah.
Laura, can you please tell us what drip is?
I think drip is when you just look so fly that it's like inexplicable. Like you're just soaking wet with vibes, like fashion. You know, like
Didn't it used to be called swag?
yeah,
Yes.
you're just soaking wet
That's how you
with
know
like
you're
a
old.
drippy vibe. So basically, every time I walked in the show, Shiv was like, I had zero drip, and you said my brother had the most drip of
He
the
does.
show.
He does. He
So,
legit has like the best drip.
This is my first big convention that's non-Pokemon. I didn't bring any of my cards to sell or trade because I came here mostly for the experience. And to take that away, meeting all of you guys, it's just priceless to me.
Well, this is actually my second Collecticon. I was at the first one. You were at the first one as well, and it's a good time to be around people that also enjoy collecting whatever it is you're wanting to collect and however it is you want to collect. There's no wrong way to collect. You know, maybe you're looking for slabs, maybe you're looking to complete your binder, or just open up some packs. And I think bringing that entire community together of all different aspects and avenues of those communities is wonderful. And then you always go home with some great memories too, a good laugh or two. And I think that's the most valuable thing to take away from an experience like this is the memories. I mean, yeah, we're going to have, you know, maybe we bought a card or something like that, but it's the memories and the experiences that we're going to keep talking about 10, 20, 30 years from now, not necessarily a purchase. So that's what I like about it.
So I know you talked about collecting memories. Laura, what's like a highlight of yours outside of cards that is not related to the actual card itself, but what's like a highlight out of all of this when it comes to this entire event?
I gotta say, meeting everyone in person for sure, because we've talked everyone like on Instagram or podcasts and everything, and it's just like meeting everyone in person is just like invaluable. You know, like getting to know everyone in the lobby till like 2 or 3 in the morning is so dope.
So we heard that your highlight of the experience was pulling a Mothman.
That was pretty hype.
So what'd you do when you, what happened when you pulled it?
So they handed me the pack. They're like, hey, the best card in the pack is Mothman. Look for the Mothman. I opened the pack. I saw the Mothman, and I was like, Mothman! That was pretty much it.
I wanted her to say that. I wanted her to say it like that. Yizzy, what was your highlight of this weekend?
My highlight of this weekend was meeting you, Shiv, for the first time.
Yeah.
After 8 months of podcasting with you.
Yeah, after me like yelling at you at like 2 o'clock in the morning, saying, "Hey, we need to get to work."
Yeah, yeah. We have Poke meeting time, 10 a.m. every morning,
Yeah, we do.
and he says this thing right on time.
Yeah,
every
because
time.
he'll call me exactly the same time, like every single day,
Yeah.
and I'm like, right on time.
Oh gosh, what was
I,
that?
I don't know. My voice is kind of.
You know what I want to know?
Yes.
Like we all spoke to each other online through DMs, whatever it may be, right?
Yeah.
Who out of everyone you have talked to online surprised you the most after meeting them in
Ooh.
person for the first time?
Ooh. Who wants to go?
It
Yeah.
doesn't. Well,
Yeah, at this table.
I guess it doesn't have to be at this table, but
I'd say at
who,
this
who
table.
do we
right?
start with?
Let's keep it.
How about you? Go ahead, Joe. It can be whatever, you know. Like I didn't expect.
I feel like.
They're all wrong answers here, just so you know.
No, honestly, I feel like where I talk to you guys so often, I feel like your personalities match who you are on the social medias. You know, on the TikToks with all the drip checks.
Yeah.
You know.
Bring up a drip one more time. Every day at this convention.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say like hit it, and then she'll pose every single time I say hit it, and it's solid.
Yeah.
It's like striking a pose. But
that's what hit it means. Is striking the pose, right?
yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Are you
Yes.
gonna start hitting it?
Hit the pose. Okay.
Oh.
All right.
I'll go with mine next. Mine was meeting Dr. Applesauce. It was last con, which was in March, but he was a lot taller than I expected. I mean, I'm not really tall, but I'm like, holy crap, because I got Rob. He's not in here, but Rob was I was like, dude, that's Dr. Applesauce. We talk all the time, at least once or twice a week or whatever it may be. And I walked up to him and I was like, hey man. So that's one example. I don't know.
You got any examples, Michael?
Oh.
I thought it was, it would have to be Bonnie. This is the first time I've met her. No, I'm just kidding. We're actually she lives down the street from me pretty much.
Yeah.
But I would say, 'cause I had my booth next to Jason Page, and he was an interesting character for sure. He's very cartoony. He's like a living, walking cartoon. So, and that I just loved his energy and everything, and he was a great guy.
That concert was so good.
Yeah, no, he did really well, and you, honestly, the sound check. I don't know if you guys were around for that, but that was the best part. I got to sing with Jason Page. That was crazy. He actually was going, "PokeJew, gotta catch 'em all," and we were going back and forth, and yeah, I'll never forget that.
I saw you hit that note.
Was that?
Yeah, you hit that note.
And that's the reason why my voice will not be functional for the next month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what that's like.
Dude, my voice is dead right now.
Yeah. Danny, what about you?
I honestly, I feel like everyone is exactly how I pictured them.
Solid.
That's it.
And she didn't fall for the trap.
You didn't bring your cats.
Ooh.
Where are the kittens?
Dairy.
You should have dressed them up
wish I
like little,
could've.
little Pikachus or
I
something.
wish.
Little skitties.
Goals.
Can you bring them to conventions? Maybe.
No one said not to bring your cat.
You can be the person that wear a backpack and you can have the cat. In
Yeah, like the Pokeball with the open thing.
They
Yeah.
can poke their head out anytime they want.
Yep. Yeah.
How about you, Laura?
I was gonna say the same. Everyone, I feel matches their personality a lot. You can go all night. I gotta say, I wasn't expecting that.
Applesauce is tall, though. I have to admit, I didn't know you
Yeah.
were this tall either.
Yeah.
I get that a lot.
Also, Kanto Shark, tall, 7 feet tall. Had no idea.
Let's see here. Where do I start? Well, first off, Dr. Applesauce here. A little upset with you actually, because I thought you were an actual doctor all this time, and then come to find out
Applesauce.
you're not an actual doctor.
I have legitimately people are mad at me because I'm not a doctor. It's not a joke. For real, people have come at me and you're not a doctor. How do you posing to be? It's weird, but
Did you bring
I wasn't
your
actually
applesauce?
mad, but now that you bring it up, I'm a little upset.
I know you weren't actually.
I'm upset.
I don't know, Danny. I actually, deep dark secret, I don't like applesauce unless my wife makes it. My wife is a teacher, and she makes applesauce once a year with her students to teach them how to make applesauce during Apple Week or something. And that's the only applesauce that I like.
The famous Apple Week.
It's they're learning about the alphabet, and so they're on A, and they make applesauce. And I always know because I have to go buy the Granny Smith apples.
It can't be any other type of apples. It has to be Granny Smith apples, right?
Yes.
Okay. How good is it? Scale from 1 to 10.
Is my wife gonna listen to this? It's yeah, it's a 10. Because I won't eat any other. I won't eat any other applesauce. Now, funny enough, my boys eat applesauce every morning. So
That's adorable. That's
Hey, fun
adorable.
fact, I'm allergic to apples.
oh,
Yeah.
Did you say didn't you say you're allergic to the skin of the apples and not?
No, it's apples. They make my tongue tingly, and I'll start getting ulcers.
That doesn't sound like a fun fact.
That sounds like torture, honestly.
Yeah, that might be a little bit different than a fun
Dangerous.
fact.
Kind of dangerous.
It's really dangerous. I had I think the most was 10 ulcers in my mouth at one time.
You counted?
Yeah, because I was like, there's pain here, 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 here.
Did you use a mirror?
The worst one was under my tongue. Those hurt.
Yikes.
Were you chewing an apple under your tongue?
I don't know if it was the enzymes that just destroyed the gum and the teeth. I don't know.
Well, I'm sorry you had to go through that. That sounds painful.
Sorry we brought it up.
Yeah.
I'm getting chill bumps.
Danny did laugh. I'm just saying while you're describing that.
Throw me under the bus.
Yeah, that's actually a big highlight. Like I know it was a couple of nights ago, and they had just got done eating, I think, or you guys had just came back from somewhere, and I ran into you guys after lifting, I think, and I gaslighted Danny for like a solid hour.
I was going to smack you in the face with a slice of pizza.
Yeah, she was gonna karate chop my pizzas, and then she was gonna slap me with it. That's how bad it was.
I like seeing people in person and seeing if they're real or not, because you guys know, like my friends know, I'm a magnet for negativity sometimes. And I've had people who are picking on me online, but in person they walk up to me and they're friendly. And I'm like, why can't you be friendly online as well? Be real. So that was very unique, but I like speaking my mind, so I would tell them like, can you treat me a little bit better online after this convention? That would mean a lot to me. So, and I want to influence other people to do the same thing.
I like that. I like that.
What about you, Nate?
So the most exciting thing, I mean, it's hard to pick out one thing from the entire weekend because I've literally talked to so many people, and I've held lots of very expensive and rare cards and stuff like that, and met a lot of really cool people. But I gotta say, the highlight out of everything, the most exciting thing is probably last night we went and had sushi, and we went to this place. It was Conveyor Belt Sushi. Myself and Danny and our friends John and Kate over there.
Yeah.
And we were going for the goal of 30 plates of sushi.
Sheesh.
And
How many sushis were in each plate?
it was about two to four.
Yeah.
Okay.
Two to four.
No, 30 total. They're on a little conveyor belt that goes around. And you
Yeah.
grab it
That's
all.
a good challenge.
And the goal was 30. And
I tapped out at 20. I tapped out at 23, and you guys kept going.
yeah,
Oh, per person.
Danny
No, it's
and John tapped out, but me and Kate were still going strong. We were like, we're getting to this 30.
It's like, guys, we gotta stop. Everybody's full, right? No, everybody was not full.
But did we make it to 30?
We did.
We did. We made it to 30. So that was very exciting. So
Were there pics? Did you guys take pics of the 30
I took an Instagram story. Well, so you send them in a little slot, and then it tallies them up, and then you get a little toy that comes down, like one of those little things you put the quarters in and twist it. There's a little Lego set in there.
What's the next goal for when you guys come and do another sushi conveyor belt challenge?
probably 50, I would say.
Stop
is
it!
what
Stop it!
You're gonna need me for that.
Oh my gosh!
You're more than welcome to
everybody's
come.
invited.
60 if I'm there.
Wait, no, but overall though, seriously, the sushi was the best part.
Well,
No, I'm just kidding.
Have y'all had Hutchins?
No.
No,
Yeah,
was
that's
that the barbecue place?
Yeah, that's everybody said you have to go there. You just have
Was
to.
that the one across the street, or is that the one that
I think
was?
it's
off-
15 minutes away.
Oh, okay.
Can you attest to that? You're from here, right?
Hutchins?
Yeah, Hutchins.
I've not been there. I've not heard of it. I live like an hour away, so there's a sushi place 5 minutes from my house that's good, and that's where I go because it's right there.
Yeah, sushi. It is nice to be able to talk to people face to face, and hear someone's voice and see their facial expressions in person and stuff like that, and be able to take pictures with people and kind of capture those memories. So, just kind of sitting around and talking to people and meeting a lot of fans too, which is always very heartwarming. So that's what I like. I just like meeting people and
Yeah,
talking
absolutely.
to people and creating those friendships, whether it be a continued friendship or the start of a friendship.
Absolutely.
So, I'm meeting some people for the very first time this weekend, like Bonnie. This
Yeah.
is the first time I've met Bonnie in person. I think
Yeah, it's my first time meeting all of you.
I think Bonnie's a wonderful, wonderful person, and Danny and I go way back. Danny and I have been hanging out for years now at this point. So, and then Laura, this is our second time meeting. So it's crazy. I absolutely love it. So.
Yeah, I will say, like when we were talking about cereal this morning, I think you and I pour cereal correctly.
Oh, you guys are weirdos. No.
It's the milk first and then the cereal.
Yes,
Laura, you know what?
that is the correct way of doing it. That is the correct way.
My heart.
You do not. You
We're
should
on
not
great-
put the milk
such good
before the
terms.
cereal. Why do you put the milk before the cereal?
Because you want this cereal to have its maximum crunch potential, and
What do you?
you get a nice
No,
layer.
It's not.
100% he's right.
So I think it's
Don't do it. Don't be on their side.
Let's hear from the doctor. Yeah.
put me on the spot. Okay, I remember that video, and I was like, oh, he's gonna eat some cinnamon. Why is he pouring the milk first? This is not the appropriate way to eat cereal. Because
We all know it is.
But I understand you want the maximum crunch potential, but I think the best way to enjoy cereal is when it's just got a little bit of that sogginess, but they're still crunchy. You get the crunchy and the soft all together. Otherwise, you're just kind of like, you have a bowl of milk with cereal. But I'm lactose intolerant, so I drink soy milk, so what do I know?
So basically, my voice just cracked out really bad right there. Basically, apparently, no. So basically, what you're saying is that you lied to us about being a doctor. He's staring at you.
These are the juicy answers.
I mean,
Maybe we should have like a vote on this.
Please
Like
don't.
a round table vote.
Survivor style, like everybody writes it
Yeah,
down.
yeah. And then you don't know.
you don't know who believes what.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Can we get a?
But I think general consensus is all of us had a great weekend,
yes.
and milk before cereal.
100%.
So
Yes.
I'm glad that we all
Yes.
agree on that.
Yes.
Remember
We're good.
last con, like you didn't have time to like walk around and experience kind of like certain booths. But
Yeah.
did you have that time this time? Like,
Yeah, I had a small amount of time to walk around, and a lack of Psyducks out there.
Yeah.
I was a little upset by that.
They were gone. But
Everybody bought them so they could get them signed by you at the meet and greet.
I did notice that a lot of people were
There's
like,
so many-
"There's a
yeah.
booth selling a lot of Psyducks."
So many Psyducks.
So that was interesting, but I was actually looking for some like PSA 10 Psyducks and just some other random Psyduck stuff, but a lack of Psyducks out there. But
anything sign up related?
I bought nothing this weekend. So I'm not one to go out and splurge really anyway. So I just kind of enjoy talking to people. That's what I kind of come out for. So
yeah. Laura, did you buy anything this
Yeah,
weekend?
I heard
You take it. I'm
Laura.
kinda
I heard
holding this.
Laura
Yeah, you
bought
take that.
Nothing at all.
something. Laura, what did you buy?
A couple Red Bulls.
nice.
Yeah. No, yeah, I made probably the biggest deal yet. It was for a nice Illustrator art set, the Zora. We got the whole set. The guys were super nice. Network, what are they called? Pokemon Network, yeah, they're the best. My brother and I went in on a deal with them, and we got the whole set. And took a couple days, but we got it there, and I'm really excited about it. And I'm gonna be posting more about it before I give the full reveal right now. But we made just a really big deal, and I'm really excited to share it with everyone.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
And cereal before milk.
Going through this, for me, this is my first time coming here. And, talking to you till 4 o'clock in the morning, and then talking to Yi almost every single day, and then seeing him for the first time, and then saying drip check to Danny all the time, and then accusing him of being a fake doctor. and then seeing Laura, and then trying to always put her on the spot. And Bonnie, she's such a sweetheart. I think everyone can agree with that. And then Michael here, one of the most humble guys I know. I think you know, this overall experience has been pretty awesome.
I gotta say, being in the lobby till 4 a.m.
Yeah.
was, being into the lobby, because you were just mentioning being down here till 4 a.m. Like, it was a big group of people that were like talking to everybody and like
Pokemon.
about Pokemon, yeah. And that we were, I think most of us were down there
Yeah.
talking, yeah. And so that was definitely a fun experience. Was just all kind of sitting in the lobby and chit chatting.
It was heartwarming looking over while like me and Rob we were cracking backs, and I looked over and they had like single cars, and they were just like with their lights, you know, like I think you could regrade this and get like it was just I was like, dude, that's so cool, you know, and I would peek my head over and be like, yeah, me too.
Dude, I was doing a booster box battle
With a kid, right?
With a fan,
Yeah.
yeah. Dude, he had a crazy Chilling Reign booster box. I mean, rainbow, alternate arts, full arts, like,
Oh.
yeah. It was the best Chilling Reign
Yeah.
booster box I'd ever seen. So, yeah, me and him kind of plopped down on the floor in the lobby and just,
You lost though, right?
oh, yeah, easily. Hands down, I lost that one.
That kid was working it.
Yo, dude, yeah, and I think that's the first booster box battle I've ever done with somebody, because usually it's like 1 or 2 packs, but he wanted to go for the whole entire booster box, which was awesome, and it, I think his dad recorded the entire thing, so that was a fun moment right there. I love that.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say, like, I think we can all agree that when it comes to this entire experience, my voice cracked again. When it comes to this entire experience, we all know that we all know that there's more to Pokemon cards, and you know this whole experience basically shows that, you know, like all our relationships are like past and above Pokemon itself, and you know, like when we're growing up as kids, you know, we all loved Pokemon. We could all talk about Pokemon, and then, you know, some of us had that awkward phase where we kept it closeted, and then some of us kind of just forgot about it. And like all of us lead different lives, and just coming up to here and sort of finding that common ground where we love Pokemon, that's such a beautiful thing, honestly. I think that's like the best part about this whole entire experience, because it's like I can pull out a card, and then I can have that same nostalgic feeling as someone else. Like, that's the best part about all of this. Danny, let's put you on the spot.
Oh.
Yes.
Just
You can go.
Oh. Oh, all right, great. No, I think this kind of event is so cool for me because my in real life friends, none of them like Pokemon, like not a single one. Yeah, so coming to an event where everyone is so in the know and everyone has the same common interest is so great. So, yeah.
Is it different in the Pokemon community, like for newer people? Like, did y'all have this type of event during conventions or like at Worlds or?
Yeah, so Worlds definitely is. It's a different experience. You know, they go pretty grand for Worlds, and you know when you go there, you're like, this is like huge. I mean, there's decorations everywhere,
Gigantic
and it's
Pikachus.
always themed to where they are too. So you know, when it was in Washington D.C., there was a lot of fossils, you know, decorations around and stuff like that. And but there is, you know, like. There was a hotel nearby that people would kind of set up what they called like vendor alley.
Oh, the vendor alley.
And it was people with just like their suitcases, and they would sit on the floor and they would pop open their suitcases and you know, selling sleeves and all sorts of stuff. And it's just really interesting to see what people have, because you know it's stuff that like you hear about. Yeah. You know, stuff that you haven't even seen here either too. Absolutely. And it's like stuff you hear about, and then you know. Random.
I wanted to say, you mentioned the staying down in the lobby for a long time. So I have, like Danny said, I have 2 friends. One of them sitting right there, and another buddy, Luke, that enjoy Pokemon. I don't really interact with anybody that enjoys Pokemon on a regular basis. Like, we'll talk, we have a little group chat. When a new set comes out, we'll all get together and open a booster box. But like sitting in that lobby around a bunch of people that we all enjoy and we're just talking about it was so cool. And that's the whole reason I started making videos and stuff, is because I was like, I don't have anybody to it sounds kind of sad, but I don't have anybody to share this stuff with. Yeah. But like I can make a video and like put it on YouTube and share it with 20 people or 100 people or 1,000 people, and that's something really cool and really special about that. So that was a really special moment. Like just sitting around and enjoying the cards with all these different people. Really, really fun, you know? And I go to cons a lot, been making content at conventions for a long time. This is the first time I've ever done it not like as a solo, just I'm here by myself, or I have a friend come with me, or my wife comes with me, and we enjoy, I'll make a video or two, and then we go home. But like actually like, okay, I'm gonna meet this person, I'm gonna meet this person, I hope to meet this person, like all these people that I've seen online or talked to, and actually interact with community. It was really, really cool. That was a big moment for this convention, so that was awesome.
Yeah. Like the whole social aspect of like meeting different people, like for the longest time I've talked to Pokemon John right here. John, he's been a really good friend of mine for like a really, really long time. Like we'll talk on the phone from time to time, or we actually play League of Legends with each other every single week. And
Is he good?
Neither of us are good.
Oh. Okay, sorry. Continue. I didn't mean to.
Totally kidding.
I can't win. I can't win.
No, she's great at the game, seriously.
Yeah.
When I do play, yeah. Yeah, whenever I'm on the phone, I'll be playing, and he'll just try and tell me about something important. I'm like, yeah, while I'm mashing buttons. Yeah. But Bonnie, you said you had something important to say earlier. What was that?
Here, you take mine.
Just a fun experience I had. A lot of people know I grade for other people for PSA, BGS, and CGC. I walked up to the AGS booth, which Gary co-founded, and I'm like, I can probably predict the grades of these cards. Just for fun, just a weird flex. And they're like, okay, we're gonna hide the PSA label because they cracked the Blastoise out of the case, and we're gonna have you appraised it. I looked at the card, graded it. I gave it a subgrade for corners, edges, surface, and centering, and I tried to compete with the machine. And I was pretty accurate with the centering, but the machine couldn't really read the creases or the scratches as well. But I guessed the PSA grade right.
Oh, wow.
And I was 100% confident, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, please don't be wrong. And that was the first time in a while that I felt really proud that grading for all these people, helping hundreds and thousands of people with grading is just paying off. Finally paying off, and I'm reaping the rewards. And
Yeah, you brought a lot of value to people.
I don't expect anything in return.
Yeah.
But it just came to me.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And
That's like the best thing. Yeah, being able to provide for other people who also love the hobby just as much.
a lot of people were gathered around, and I'm like, please be right.
Yeah.
And I guessed the grade right.
You were. Woo.
Yeah. Can
Thank you.
can we all agree that we all ate like really good food this weekend? Like Michael, what'd you have last night?
I had a ribeye steak with chimichurri sauce and green beans and like these plantain things. It was amazing. It was really good. But I had a lot more alcohol than I thought I was going to have. But
Apple juice.
it was nice because I got to share drinks with all of you. I offered to buy Nate a drink and he respectfully declined. But you know, we had a nice conversation after that.
We absolutely did. Yeah, because I don't drink, so, but it didn't stop us from having a fantastic conversation.
Yeah, no, like getting to be able to speak with you and to speak with all of you guys, like that was the whole thing.
What's something fun that you've done so far?
I feel like we've been talking about this whole time. What do you mean?
What's like the best thing that you've done?
Oh.
Yeah.
I think one of the big highlights for me, because I've never done it, has been on stage, like getting called onto the stage and, you know, getting to meet all of our fans. That was so cool.
I think that's like the coolest thing.
Yeah, we got to meet so many people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's about it.
No, I think that's fun. We have been talking about this for a while. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you how you felt about the weekend, though.
Felt about the weekend? The weekend, yeah. You know, I slept. I bought some cards, and it's a fun time. Yeah, great.
Wheeling and dealing today.
Wheeling dealing?
Yeah, you were wheeling and dealing today.
No,
Yesterday, right?
no.
You didn't break fossil packs. You didn't buy anything.
Oh yeah, we both broke a fossil box
Why'd you break it?
because people wanted to open packs, so we broke it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was great.
I was on a different break. I just
Really?
thought you literally just broke it. Yeah.
No. It was through whatnot. Through whatnot, if y'all know. Yeah. Yeah, like cut in half.
Yeah.
There is someone on there that like will buy packs just to ask you to bend it.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that.
It's pretty intimidating. Yeah.
Wait for the vintage ones?
Anything. You just got deep. He's like, hey, if I buy this, will you bend it? And you're just
Not my cup of tea.
like, yeah.
I'll send it to you so you can bend it yourself.
Respectfully decline that one.
Yeah. As to. But you made a pretty big transaction or trade. You didn't? Did it take back?
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
No, that's one of the good parts of like things here, like trading wise, and yeah, share some experience that you traded.
Yeah, how'd you feel about the
Yeah.
weekend?
I don't know. I had a good weekend, guys. No, I had a pretty big trade pretty much on February 25th, which is like a few days before my birthday. One of the biggest things I wanted to do was like, I wanted to trade up to a PSA or BGS 9 first edition Shadowless Charizard. And, I believe in like speaking things into existence because like that's how I built my collection. It's like I wanted the snap machine, I set it, got it. Being able to like put and grind, like just being able to grind and get what you want, I think that's super cool. But being able to trade with people, like people who like one thing I do love about trading is that I know that what I'm taking away from a person is going to my home, and they know that it's going to a good home, and it's the same way the other way around. Like I made a trade where I gave one of my first appearance Lugias away, and the moment he said this is going to be in my personal collection, that sold it to me. I was really happy about that.
You gave it away?
No, I traded it for a first edition Shadowless 9, but that was like a big highlight of mine. I'm still like buzzing off of it, but it was basically like a $31,000 trade, which I thought was really cool. Like I know Kanto Shark, and I almost went to you, but I couldn't find you. But I had a bunch of people around me. It was like a spirited, like sort of haggle and negotiation for like a solid hour. That's like the coolest thing I've ever done. Like an in-person negotiation versus like the eBay battle kind of thing.
Yeah.
The person you traded with too was talking to me about it, and he was ecstatic for what he received as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was definitely a good one.
Yeah. I think we're gonna move on to questions. Do any of you guys have any particular questions?
I actually have one. Is that
Yeah,
okay?
sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, can I guess what you may say?
Well, hang on. I was just kind of curious, Danny specifically, why you thought about this weekend.
Nate, I don't like you anymore.
Okay, good.
I will say, I'm going to share a story. And Shiv told me not to share this, and I'm about to expose him. So, strap in. I know you didn't want any controversy in here, but something happened, and I have to tell everybody in the chat. And everybody here.
Well, this is where I dip.
So we were sitting in a booth, and Shiv, being himself, just being himself, and then putting
Loving
all
the story
his
so
nice
far. Loving it.
little slabs everywhere, and I'm just like, I was sitting there, or I left and I came back, and then he's like, the sweetest thing just happened. I'm like, what? He's like, a little girl came up, and she's like, how much is that card? And it was his first charge. She was like $20,000. And then she looked at her dad, and then he was like, how much is this one? And it was the first appearance. He was like, $15,000. And Shiv, he's just straight with people, He's like when we do the podcast, I'm the here one joking around, just vibing. He's like, typically speaking, like, the market is going to crash in 2021 and blah, blah, blah. So anyways, I can just see him saying like $20,000, $15,000. And she starts leaving away, and then he like brings her back, and he like has these Anna airplane gold tickets, and like he was like, here, have this. And he gave it to her. And I was like, that was so sweet. That's like, he didn't want to tell anybody, but I'm like, that's like one of my favorite moments. Oh, never mind. He did tell people. Never mind. I take it back. Cutting it. We're cutting it. But no, I thought that's cool. I think it's cool. I think that's like one of the best investments you made this weekend. Yeah. But other than that, I mean, like, do you have anything else to say? I think like we've told each other our best experiences.
Did anybody want to ask Danny about?
Oh yeah.
About how the weekend went? All right, John.
Hello, camera. So I'm Pokemon John 94, and I want to ask Danny, how was your weekend?
Oh, here we go.
I had a great weekend. It was so
Wonderful.
good.
But what was
So
the
happy.
best part? Like, what was the absolute best part?
Hanging out with all of you guys.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But does something like technically stand out? I mean, I think that's what he's trying to say.
Yeah, does anything stand out in particular? Anything you didn't talk about yet that was just amazing for this week?
Really enjoyed being on the Poke Tea Time podcast this weekend.
I will wait for your
Wow.
response. Here, you can take this.
And also that revolving sushi.
It was good.
Please
Well,
don't ask me
this
about my
is
weekend
the
anymore.
part of the podcast where we get to the card pick of the week. And,
Yes, the weekly segment we do every single week.
You're right. Oh, we're not on my podcast.
Happy to be here. Beep, boop, boop, bop.
We got the
I'm here.
soundboard
Yeah.
on lock. I mean,
You guys
it
gotta
is-
get the soundboard.
So I'm Basic Trainer, and I'm here as a fan first, right? I love the hobby, I love Pokemon, and that's the wife that she has to deal with all the hours of poke tubing, and all of you guys. I watch all of your content, and Shiv'em, Yeezy, I'm a big fan since you guys created it. It's awesome, and I guess right away what strikes me is that as a fan first, again, my concern was celebrities in my eyes. How are you guys going to interact with a fan, right? So, a nobody, right, as I would call it. And you guys are amazing. You guys are so amazing. You guys would just talk to people, and treat them like anyone else. You guys are so relatable. You guys are so relatable, down to earth, and it was amazing. Probably unlike any other, and I think it's because of the hobby. So my question is, when do you remember crossing over to that point when you felt like you were just a regular person, and now maybe realizing I have a little bit of fame? That crossover and meeting other people that you felt were, that celebrity level. If you guys can follow that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so I never really interpreted what, actual real, being a celebrity, I've never had that experience before, so this is my first time ever, one of the first things that happened when I came to the hotel was I came down, I saw King Gary Pokemon, and, I sat with him and we chatted it up, and this little kid, he must have been 8, 9, or maybe 10, he came up with some Charizard cards, and he was like, I follow you on TikTok, can you please sign these for me? And then I was like, me? Me, really? And I was and I signed them, and he wanted to his parents were recording it all and getting pictures and stuff, and I've never had that experience before, and I didn't think that I was that kind of person that I actually had fans, but coming here and having that experience and being quote unquote have a little bit of limelight was crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna treat people the same way I treat, all of you guys. If I relate with you, you're my friend, I can talk to you on a regular basis. I talk to John all the time. I don't numbers. A following count is completely arbitrary. I talk to people all the time. Whether it's small or big, it's I talk to him Montana all the time too. So I don't think I don't think to any of us a following count matters. It's just we're gonna treat people the same way we want to be treated. And I think that's something that Bonnie kind of preaches all the time. She just wants people to be kind to each other. Yeah. Does anyone else have any other questions?
I want to add to that.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this is my first experience at a convention, and people actually came up to me, shouted at me from the elevator, flagged me down, and I'm like, now people are starting to realize who I am, and it's kind of scary because I don't want to change. As the page grows, I feel like I'm pressured to change, to conform to society, but then again, I want to stay true to myself as well. So currently, it's been a battle mentally. Do I change? What do I change? What do I keep the same?
I think
So it's
Nate
just
knows how to
something-
answer that.
Something I have to think about.
I do.
Yeah. We hear your overall message that you always have in every single one of your
Oh yeah, just be yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, it's plain and simple. I mean, that's why somebody enjoys your content in the first place is because you're being yourself, and I think that's important to always be yourself throughout your entire, content creating career. Me personally, I 100% do not view myself as someone famous, a celebrity, or anything like that. I mean, when I think of famous or celebrity, I think of somebody you know, like I recently just did a video with Bryson, the kid who sold his Pokemon cards to help pay for his sick dog's vet bill. Like, to me, that is a celebrity. That is someone famous. And so it's always weird whenever I hear that, because I'm just a dude that likes Pokemon, that's trying to put a smile on people's faces and just put some positive vibes, literally, like I say, into the world. So I literally, like, when you watch videos, like, that's just me, you know. I'm just having a good time. So I always appreciate when people want to have a conversation or want to take a picture or something like that. I'm just as excited to meet someone as excited as they are to meet me. So, like, you know, they ask me for a picture, I ask them for a picture, you know. Like, if they draw me a picture, I want them to sign it, you know, I want them to autograph it too. So, like, I think everybody is equal and just as important as the next person. Like, this community would not be what it is without every single person. So every single person matters just as much as the next person. So, so that's very true. I could keep rambling on about it, but I'll end it there.
Guys, this is the Poke Tea Time podcast. Just to talk about our sponsor, TCG Stadium, you can go visit TCG Stadium to find your Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon goods. You can find pretty good prices on their website, right, Yuzi?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, they just
Super great.
Yeah, they just know how to take care of people.
Jimmy's a good guy too.
Yeah,
I
Jimmy
really
is a
like
great
Jimmy.
guy.
Shout out to Jimmy.
Yeah, they
He
look
takes
out.
care of people.
Yeah.
He took care of Pat Flynn. He took care of like a lot of people.
Yeah.
in the community.
That's pretty much it. We like to thank Collecticon for having us here. You know, they had an amazing event. Honestly, it was basically kind of like a party, kind of. I think.
Poke party.
But yeah, this is the Poke Tea Time podcast, and I'm sure most of you know how we sign off.
Okay.
We always do the sign off. You guys have done it before, but just to remind you guys, we always sip up, deuces, and we salute out.
Deuces, and we're out. Thank you.